I'm going to be making cinnamon rolls. This is the recipe that I'm using. Let's begin. So you need a cup of warm water, but not hot. You don't want to burn them, and it'll mess with the activation of the yeast. You're going to get 2 packages of the Flyman Sovereign's active dry yeast. Take the 1 cup of water and put it into our mixing bowl. Now that we have it in there, we're going to take our 2 packages of yeast. I should get all that. Now, we're going to take a teaspoon of sugar. There we go. Put that in there. Then we're going to put it in our mixer. Get our bread fork. And put it on stir. And we will come back when it starts to bubble. Take your spatula and get all this goodness in there. And let it sit. This sit for 15 to 10 minutes and we'll be back. You're going to see the yeast right here start growing and moving, and that's what you want. You want it to move a little bit. That means it's working. About 15 minutes, I'm gonna go check on the yeast. There we go. This is what we wanted. We want it to start bubbling up and everything. And now that it's like this, we're gonna put our next 5 ingredients in, which is the evaporated milk, melted butter, sugar, salt, and some flour. And then we will let it rise for 30 to 40 minutes. All our ingredients, and now we're gonna put them into the pot. We're going to take our 2/3 cup of butter, pour it all in there. Take this fork out, that way it's a little easier. So now that that's out, we're going to take our butter and our 1 can of our condensed milk at room temperature. And if you guys could smell this, it would smell amazing. Now we need about 3/4 cup of sugar. Alright, this is 1/4 of a cup. See that? And then we're going to do 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Do a little salt, not too much, because you don't want. Alright, I've got all of this stuff in here, and I'm going to put it on mix, and then we're going to put our flour in while it's mixing. So we're going to turn the mixer on 2. We're going to take about 12 of these 1/2 cups and put them into this. Take our spatula and get all the excess that's on the edges. Oh, I have one, Grandpa. I'm filming this. I'm talking. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I need more flour. Now you want your dough to not get sticky, and this is starting to firm up, and you don't want sticky dough. You want the flour to go and get absorbed and start to harden the dough up. Looks like I need more flour. Put a little in at a time now. It's a waiting game. There you go. This is what we're wanting. Stop this. Fill the dough. It's still a little sticky. Take this little bit of flour, put it in there. Let's try it. Dough to the way we want it, not sticky to the hands. So we're going to take our bowl and spray it with olive oil. After we grease the inside of it, we're going to take our dough and put it in our thing. Once we got our dough in the container, we're going to take a towel and cover it. You're going to take your thing, cover it, put it in a nice warm area, and let it rise for 30 minutes. While those are rising, we're going to make our cinnamon and sugar mix. Alright? You want to take 3 parts of sugar to 1 part of the cinnamon. Now that we got them in there, we're going to mix it around. You can have it look like this, but it's however much cinnamon you want to put in there. And I like a lot of cinnamon, so we're going to put more in there. I don't have any powdered sugar, and I didn't realize that, so I'm going to make my own. Alright? You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We got 2 cups of sugar in there, and we're going to blend this. That blend on high for 2 minutes, and we've got powdered sugar. This will go for our filling. Our icing. Our dough has risen, so let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, you want nice and soft. There we go. That's some good dough. Alright. Wash our hands up again, so we won't be sticking to our hands as much. So we're going to take some flour out. Make sure your hands are good and dry. We got our surface for our baking. We'll put a little bit of flour out. Smooth it out. And we'll take our dough. Work the dough. Alright. Work it over and over and over again. There we go. Now we're going to cut it into 4 equal parts. Put them back into our bowl. We're going to work with this. But one of the first things we can do is going to take our butter and get it melted. Let's see, we'll do 3 sticks of butter. Now we don't want to melt the butter, we want to gently soften it. It is a lot easier to spread if it's softened. So we'll put these in there for 30 seconds in the microwave, get them melted and softened. So it's doing that, we can work on our dough. See, it's like elasticy. It stretches out. Get our dough on here. Let's get the roll out. Gonna come back to you, so you're gonna have to watch it. Make sure it's elasticy, so we're gonna keep rolling back. Let's see how our butter is doing. There we go. That's the perfect consistency. Keep letting this roll. You don't want it too thin, but you want it thin enough. Not thin like paper, but about thickness. Try and get it rolled out into a square-like shape. This is the thickness that we want. Fill that hole up. Get us some pans to put that cinnamon rolls in. We're going to want to coat these with lots of olive oil. So we're going to take our butter, do fat globs everywhere, smooth it out. And you don't want to get it on the edge exactly, you want to get it barely around the edge. Fat glob. There you go. Lots of butter. There we go. Now we're gonna get the cinnamon and sugar. So you're just gonna get a little handful. Do it out. There we go. Looks good. So now we're going to take it and roll it as tight as we can. And there we go. We've got them rolled. We'll take our little slicer thing and cut them into maybe about an inch or so thickness. It's however big you want them to get. Then you're gonna get your greased pan and put them in there. That would look like it was just on there. And we got this. I'm gonna give her something. Together. Smooth out. Butter it up. These are not massive, so you want enough cinnamon and butter sugar for more. There's some. That's one hand. it does. Just taste those. I'm going to get 2 towels. Go in the towels. I'm going to put them in back into the one area for 30 minutes to rest. You have to put them in the breath. Alright, we're going to need to get the oven turned on at 350.
Okay.
And once that's done, we'll get the cinnamon rolls and put them in the oven. Risen just a little bit, but you know, just like Jesus, they have rose. So now we're going to put them in the oven for 17 minutes. We'll come back. We're gonna make our glaze for the top of our cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna take a little bit of our homemade powdered sugar, pour it in there. Oh, let's just do it all. Now we're gonna take some of our milk and put it in here, just a little bit. I'm gonna stir this up because we want a thick consistency that's easy to put on these cinnamon rolls. I think this is going to give us what we need. Put just a little bit more milk in there. Alright, so it's on this up, and we got the other, this on there. You have some coating for cinnamon. Those are done, and now it's time to put the icing on there. Look how good that looks. Oh yeah. Icing on, you want just a little bit of spoonful of that, and you just take it and dollop it on there. Take a bit, put it on there. Make sure all three can be glazed. That's nice, big, yum. So these over here, these are much better. So guys, there's our finished cinnamon rolls. Please like and subscribe this video. Thank you. God bless.